How's it going, everyone? Back again. I tried to record up on the roof. It was way too fucking cold. It was about 20 degrees, so I don't know how much filmed, but here we go. I'm back with a new album review. Drew the Architect, Lapidary. Drew the Architect is a part of TeamSesh, the collective that does music, art, photography, producing, directing, pretty much anything you can think of that's a creative outlet. They've done it. Clothing design. And with his newest project, Lapidary, he is at the helm and really a creative force behind these machines that he's a master of now. And his production is just incredible on here, and he creates a really interesting and engaging atmosphere throughout his music. And Drew can paint these shadowy figures, but also have this gentle side to them, where throughout his beats, he'll often have a very charismatic style and very iconic style, and it always is usually reflecting on the darker side of music. Here he does that again, but he also has some tracks thrown in there that are really cheerful and throw up the mix a little bit to become something more than just a shadowy figured beat project. And it's really the spacious synths that take over on Sun-Drenched Dawn, the opening track and first cut on Lapidary. Very subtle with his production and only really relies heavily on chords or synths here, before bringing in the crunching bass that sounds very overdriven and diminished. And it really creates this tension as well that is synonymous with Drew the Architect throughout his music, and the tension is really going to be the driving force behind his music as to understand what comes next and really what's going to happen throughout Lapidary. A lot of it sounds like early morning graveyard music, or on other cuts, the fallen sunset on a street. It's very vivid in his imagery and the soundscapes and landscapes that he creates with his music. The sound is incredible here, and Drew always brings something new to the table through each release that is always resonating somewhat within me, at least, to show his progression and the way that he's experimenting with his sound. And as I said, this is especially present on the longest running track here, Sun-Drenched Dawn, where Drew kind of holds this long blanket over the listener of tension and of building up to become something much bigger than the opening track. He then finds these quick cuts and this incredible sensibility behind his music that sets him apart from other producers, and that's where the track Wonder If They'll Miss Me is more approachable as a creature. These very bright instrumentals and nearly impossible distortion and mixing to the track as well. And that's the foundation that he's very effective at, is creating these distorted snares or these plucking strings and the slamming bass on Tai Lux or Tai Lu is incredible here, and that's really where Drew shines his brightest, is when he's manipulating the instruments to become something that is almost ethereal and otherworldly. He moves incredibly well throughout Lapidary and continues to shift these tides in his favor to create something incredibly new and incredibly focused as well. And it's that flood of immaculate grace and beauty over the final track that Drew is known for, but he can really showcase here well. Lapidary is amazing and immaculate, and there's no track that feels similar or that has the same sound. Always consistently changing, Drew the Architect is, time after time, a real cheer to listen to, and I think that his music stands alone as engaging and very interesting, and the way that he can manipulate everything to fit his style is always something that I'm looking forward to. And each release, there's always something new to come to and always something new to hear as well. In the end, it's immersive and really able to shift the listeners and kind of twist their perception on hip-hop instrumentals and how they're made and how they have to be. Drew kind of makes his own rules and really just can effortlessly combine these tracks that, again, just time after time are impressive. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the venue change. It was just incredibly cold. Be adaptable, and wow, this wind. It's so fucking cold up here.